Hours, legend Billy D. Williams joins us live in studio Monday at 9 a.m. on the KTLA 5 Morning News.
For murder.
Guilty on all counts, Rebecca Grossman has been convicted in the murders of Mark and Jacob Iskander. Good evening, I'm Micah Holman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. The two boys were just 11 and 8 years old when they were struck and killed crossing the street in Westlake Village 3.5 years ago.
Tonight, socialite Rebecca Grossman is behind bars, and the boys' parents say they can begin to move forward. Grossman was found guilty of 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of vehicular manslaughter, and hit-and-run driving resulting in death. She will likely spend decades behind bars.
For Mark and Jacob's parents, the verdicts mean justice and accountability for the callous taking of their sons' lives. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade was at the courthouse when the verdicts came down. She joins us live with the emotional reaction. MB.
Oh, Mike and Cher, what an emotional day. By all accounts out here today. After the guilty verdicts were read, Grossman, she was handcuffed and then immediately taken into custody. As for the boy's mother, she stood up, she looked over at the jury, she smiled at them, and she thanked them. And then she came outside of court and she told us that she and her family can now finally start the healing process.
My family, we've been waiting for this for 3.5 years now. We've been waiting to trust the justice system. So today we're just giving glory to God.
Nancy Iskander expressed her gratitude that socialite Rebecca Grossman was finally found guilty of murdering her 2 sons, and thanked the prosecutors and the jury for all their hard work.
We have a justice system you can trust from our experience. It's not a justice system where people get away with things based on their color of their skin or their wealth.
Grossman, the co-founder of the Grossman Burn Foundation, killed 11-year-old Mark and 8-year-old Jacob during a hit-and-run crash in Westlake Village back in September of 2020. Prosecutors say she was speeding and impaired.
Every day in court here felt like I'm attending the funeral of the boys again.
After several weeks of testimony, it took jurors only about 9 hours to come back with the verdict.
We have been waiting for Mrs. Grossman to apologize, to take responsibility, and she just chose to fight to the end.
Grossman gave no reaction when the verdict was read. However, her teenage daughter shrieked and her teenage son trembled. The two clung to their father, Peter Grossman, while leaving the Van Nuys courthouse. The defense had tried to blame Grossman's boyfriend at the time, former pitcher Scott Erickson, saying it was his SUV that hit the boys as the two left a local restaurant in separate cars.
I'm amazed and glad that despite all those tricks, they couldn't trick our system or the juror. Finally can move on.
Now, each of those second-degree murder counts carries a minimum of 15 years to life. As for the hit-and-run resulting in death, that carries a minimum of 2 years. Now, when I asked the prosecutor after court today just how long that he thinks that Grossman will actually serve behind bars, he says, well, that's all up to the judge, and if he allows her to serve those murder charges or those murder sentences concurrently. Her sentencing date is April 10th. For now, reporting live here in Van Nuys, Mary Beth McDade. We're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Mary Beth, thank you. A verbal altercation on a Metro bus turns deadly when one man pepper sprays another. Police say 2 men got into a fight on the bus in Koreatown. Things escalated and a man in his 30s pepper sprayed another man in his 60s. That man, who has not been identified, later died. Detectives say they are searching for the man who used the pepper spray but are not calling him a suspect. Regular Metro riders say they're worried about their own safety.
Wow, that's really scary because I'm about to take the bus right now.
It feels very unsafe. It feels like it could happen to anybody at any time.
In a statement, Metro says they have seen an overall month-over-month decrease in serious crimes due to their public safety plan. Anyone on the bus who may have witnessed the incident is asked to contact the LAPD.
The man holding a plastic fork is shot and killed by police during what his family calls a mental health episode. Now they're taking legal action against the city of Los Angeles. Police say Jason McConney charged at officers holding what they thought was a knife. It happened in downtown Los Angeles inside a commercial building. It is unclear why Jason was in the area, though his family believes he may have been driving for Uber. They say Jason was bipolar and may have stopped taking his medication. They say he was having a mental health episode and that lethal force was unjustified.